Hi everyone, this is Kimberly from As the Gods Turn Tarot. Welcome to my channel. We're going to be doing the Never Ending Pick-a-Pile. The last one was very dynamic, so let's see. I'm curious to see what comes out in this one. Okay, let's check your crystals. One. You're preparing for something. You know you're guided, and you agree with the guidance. So you're awake, whoever this energy is for. You're busy, but creatively. Let's see what 2 is up to. Well, you've got some truth. I see that. But you actually, it does hurt. You're not saying nothing, and you're going forward with something. You didn't react to something. So the trigger from last week, I want to say you did well. You noticed it was a trigger. You did something about it, or you didn't. You know what I mean? It was like I'm being triggered, and I know it. So definitely an awakened energy. Three, you have a lot of air element. So maybe communication, getting off your chest. You were pulled back for a while in 3. You've got a lot of things accomplished, I want to say, in the past couple of weeks, and you're slowing up. You're relieved with another person's action. It was a long time coming. That's what I got. What I'm hearing is a long time coming. Let's see the crystal energy with these cards. For all 3 piles, please. Never ending current energy. Pile 1. What energy are they holding direct? Sorry about that. Let me just fix them and then we can start again. And we want to separate them as well. There's energy, very high energy in it. Get laser focused is what's been out for you. Azurite, get laser focused. It's a form of crystal that allows communication to be reviewed before spoken. To be reviewed before spoken. Let's see for 2. 2's energy. Never any pick-a-pile, current energy. 2's energy. Reaction. You got 3. 4, actually. I'm not reading that one. Allow yourself to receive, feed your creativity, and open up your heart. So that's a lot of energy that you went through. Maybe in a trigger you realize something of the heart matter. 3. Let's have 3, please. Your current energy, never-ending pick-a-pile. 3. Garnet. You had that last week that wanted to rear its head too. This is for 3. Angel Knight. Support is all around you. Maybe something, that's what I'm saying, you know, something was alleviated off for you, you know, and I like that energy. Let's get one more for 3. One more for 3. Support is all around them for 3. Pink Opal. Be kind to yourself. So that's what I had felt in the energy in your own crystals. Is that there was a softer but yet quieter side to you. You've been doing a lot. So, and I think you've been getting help along the way where you didn't expect it. You know, let's get one more for 1. What are they laser focused with? Can we get one more for 1? had this last week too. Selenite, clear the clutter. So something you're doing, spring cleaning, something you're doing, you know, you're getting laser focused with it too. You'll be pleased. Let's see if there were any blocks that we have to worry about in each pile. Let me go for one, please, for current energy. High Priestess of Earth, getting it done. Laser focused again. You know, maybe you're working, you're gazing on what you could possibly do. You know, it's a focused energy, really. I feel that. Strength with it too, very strong. Very strong focus that you have for an expansion of some sort. You do have help around you because the piles do resonate with each other. Let's see, 2. That's why I do them together, I think, you know. Because you might just hear something in 3, even though you picked 1. I do suggest keeping your pile, you know, getting that perspective from that pile first. But by all means, if something bounces off, then take what resonates. You completed a cycle too, you know, and in that cycle, maybe you opened your heart, you know, because you didn't react to something that was ending. You didn't react to something that was ending. You're almost healed. Let's get one more for those cycles for 2. It was lust on the bottom of the deck when I looked down. This is for 2's energy, current. Never ending pick a pile. Why are the cycles here? It was something of deceit that came out, you know, it was chaos and it's over. So we'll keep moving forward to 3. 3, you know, you are playful, you know, you've got a calm and nice energy with you. You know, good karma coming to you, 44, you know. You're very balanced. One more for 3. You made an oath to yourself. Yes, but you're composed with the High Priestess of Water. So you're very composed. And then there's a risk, maybe, that all 3 piles are taking. I do want to get the energy of the collective here in crystal form. Can I have the energy of the collective, the all 3 piles? Okay. The Pedialyte. Recall your dreams. So something about dreams, something about something that you wanted, a knowledge that you know as well. Now, something that you wanted, you want it back. I don't know if it's a relationship or something that you're recalling something. I'm going to give you one of these cards for the collective energy. No, actually, there's 2 came out. Tiger's Eye and Peter's Sight. Okay, it ignites transformation and insight. It enhances intuition, deepens inner wisdom, and aligns with the 3rd eye chakra. This crystal encourages personal growth and change. I embrace transformation and trust my insight. So something you're recalling about, you know, that's the energy present around us. Tiger's Eye boosts confidence and offers protection. It enhances willpower, courage, and self-assurance. The crystal also guards against negative energy and promotes balance. I am confident and protected. I felt that in all 3 piles, but especially for 1. You know, and 3 too. I guess in all 3 piles. Alright, let me see. We're going to look into tarot first. So I want to get the energy of each pile. 3 cards each. 1. Current energy. Never ending pick a pile for 1. Hold. So temperance has been gained with the strength. You know, you've got some patience. You have self-control. You have harmony. You know, that's good. And you got movement with that, you know. Even though there was chaos around you, maybe, you know, you held that patience. It came upside down. I mean, it came sideways. But there was been master movement with that. It was hard to go through. something, but you actually succeeded. You have an understanding. You have wisdom on something. Childhood issues, sexual abuse, bad news, canceled engagements, broken dreams, jealousy, childness, and envy. You know, so you have that around you that was hard to go through for you, and you were patient with that. And that showed growth within yourself. You also got the strength card. So let's go to 2. Okay. 2, there's no communication coming in at the end of this cycle, and you know it. You know, it slowed up. There's a little delay in something that you're doing, but the momentum should pick up. It's still a fast card in the deck. You know, it's some kind of a choice that you made. You don't see the reciprocation of something, or you do. There's a Gemini here. But I think it's a duality in both. Yeah, there was a Tower. Maybe there was a separation. You both feel like it was a Tower. Or something happened that, you know, the no communication, you believe it's a Tower. So let's get one more on the Tower. Sudden change, adversity, upheaval. King of Pentacles, don't worry about it. You got the King of Pentacles, leave it out. That's what it's saying. Don't worry about it. King of Pentacles. You succeed with it. Both of you do. You're both trying to do something. Let's see what this High Priestess... Yeah. Not being alone. Not wanting it to do... This is a lot. This is doing it all yourself. This is getting help. And you have that. And I think that helped you for 3. You know, you didn't want to do something alone. Scorpio energy, there's Virgo with you. Hangman, you thought about something. There's Pisces as well. What's the Hangman here for? 2 cards. It's healing and something that, you know, wasn't fair. There's healing, and it equaled itself out. You got reciprocity and help where you weren't expecting it, and you actually feel better for 3. You were not expecting it. You like don't even know how to take the justice. You know, you're like, wow, you know. I like that energy. Let's get a smaller breakdown with the news. Can I have an energy for the outside energy that all 3 piles are dealing with? The Strength, the Tiger's Eye, the Pedialyte. Can I have one for them? Well, they gave 3 or 4. Figures. It's a graduation day. Something that you know, put hard work into. Maybe you're doing the spring cleaning and you have help, a buddy system. You know, maybe you graduated from somebody that was being very extra and you detox from the negativity of that person. But you also have a ride or die partnership here. So somebody around you, you know, there's going to be a step up, or maybe somebody stepped up. Especially that I felt in 3. Okay, for each pile, for the news, for pile 1, current energy. That's a lot. Black sheep of the family energy came out. But that was a lot, so 1. 1 card for 1, please, from the news, current energy. There was something of a red flag, a warning sign that you took heed with. You know, there was a sudden realization, too, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. And then somebody's being very nosy and gossipy. But I felt this last week, and I think you dealt with it, you know. And you, at this point, don't even want an apology. You're just going to let this person talk because you really don't care, you know. Let them think what they want type of a person, I feel. 2, there was dirty money. There was a distress. There was an act of urgency and assistance needed. And something turned around with you. Again, I felt that. You know, there was a Tower here with that. But it turned around for you. Dirty money was involved. Take it, you know, there was laundering. There was something that wasn't very nice with money there. Let's see. Take what resonates. This is the news. Okay. Why is injustice? It's too many cards, but I'll take these. Something you're afraid of something. You know, you maybe you're making a lot of payments, and there was something unjust to you with the home. Okay, it was, you want to get away. You really want to, you need a break, and I think that's what you did here. I think that's what you did. One more on 3. One more on 3 for the greatest good, for the news. Current energy. One more on pile 3 for the current energy. There was greed. Somebody was very inconsiderate and you didn't like it. And you pulled back. And maybe in the past, I want to say in the past, because I feel something better coming forward for you. You were tiptoeing around this person for a while in the past. But today there's good vibes. And I felt that for you, 3. I really did. I like the energies. Let's look at 2's tower. What about this tower, the dirty money? What's that about? You're recalling energy. Don't. That doesn't want me to do that. That stage is over for you too. Red flag. What are the red flags here for? It was a long haul, but you're spiritually woke, and I felt that when I you're in it to win. And you're in it for self-awareness. You're cutting through illusions. You're detaching from your ego, for one. And I like that. And that was the warning signs that maybe you seen that. You know what I mean? You were like, wow, maybe I should just take a step back, whoever this is for. And you did so. And you had positive movement. You were patient with yourself. You were patient when you noticed the red flags. You didn't react. There was no trigger. Let's see what happened for 2. For the tower. The dirty money. What can you say about that? On the bottom of the deck, reading up, doing the research, learning and gaining. So you're learning something. It's like South Node energy. Tower moment, please. For 2. Tower moment. Hold. Spring. In the here and now, there's something that you are doing. There's something that you're preparing for. And I felt that. There's something that you didn't react to as well. And that was your fears. Illusions. So you realize that. You spring over it. In the present. Now you're attracting. You're manifesting. So you realize something about manifestation. Why it comes to you differently. Something in the autumn that's behind. Starting over. South Node. 3. North Node. Stay in your destiny. There's something destined for you and you're living it, 3. Let's see what the outside energy with the graduation was. You graduated. You're opening up your heart just like with 2. You graduated from being closed off, in that tiger's eye, maybe spiritually guided to open up a little bit, or spiritually guided to a union. It's something that you have doubts about in the union. And maybe that's what needs to be put down. Summer timing card. 3 timing cards come out. Maybe something, that you're unexpected would happen. I don't really think it was a storm because it came upside down, but maybe some shadow work will be done. Or you just got out of it. Inner childness, wounded, and healing that, Yeah, the feminine. Saturn removing that, you were very cold when you were closed off. You might have had an earth side around you that you got cold with. There was a sense of control. These are the outside energies to graduate from, with a little guidance. So I like the energy. It's 1926. I'm going to end this reading with one more card for the collective. For an affirmation, all 3 piles. Can I have an affirmation for all 3 piles? Never you pick a pile. So just pull. Citrine. Oh, I love citrine. I love citrine. Abundance, joy. Citrine radiates positivity, attracting abundance and joy. It boosts self-confidence, creativity, and motivation. Citrine also enhances concentration, encourages generosity, and stimulates the solar plexus chakra. I am filled with abundance. So something good is coming. The timing card said that too. A graduation from the south node to the north node. So you're going to use your knowledge in this time and now of today. That came out as well. So this looks great. You know, what a change from the last never ending pick a pile where there was some really heavy things to go through. But this looks much better. Thank you for enjoying my channel with me, and I appreciate seeing you soon. Take care.